She's a friend who'll show up with coffee or wine when you need it most. But probably wine. Good vibes are on the way. Welcome to Erin O'Malley's Feel Good Frequency.
Hi, welcome back to Erin O'Malley's Feel Good Frequency. I'm Erin. I so appreciate you being here. I have been looking forward to this episode for weeks now. It is a follow-up to the one that I did with Molly, as in Molly and Maria. Now, if you don't know the story, it was episode 65 on this podcast. Molly was on her way back from a trip to Spain. It was a work trip. And there was a woman across from her on the train, started asking her some questions. Well, Molly had her AirPods in. She always travels with them, didn't really think anything about it. And the woman started wondering if she went on a trip and where she went. And so Molly took her AirPods out, answered a question, ended up putting them back in, just kind of spacing out. She was tired. The woman asked her something else. And so she ended up putting her AirPods away and really getting to know this woman on the half-hour train ride. She's 81 years old. Her name is Maria. Molly is 27. And the bond that they have created, the friendship that has come out of a train ride, is absolutely the most uplifting story of the summer. Might even be of the year. I love everything about it. She has been on national TV several times over with Maria. It all started from Molly getting on TikTok and reading something that she wrote right after she met Maria called Take Your AirPods Out. It's beautiful. She reads it for me in the episode that she was on earlier, 65. So if you haven't seen that, listen to it, check it out. It's so great. They only met a couple months ago. The last time we talked, they were just about ready to leave for a trip to Puerto Rico that was completely sponsored by Hilton, where they stayed, and Delta, who flew them there. Again, this is so unexpected and so beautiful. This friendship, every Monday they get together. Maria loves to cook and she cooks for Molly every single week. It has gotten so big. The things that have come from this and where it could be going, I am so looking forward to catching up with Molly and seeing how this trip to Puerto Rico was and what is in the future. Here we go. So excited for this follow-up episode with one of the sweetest people I have ever met. Molly, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. It is so awesome to see your face again. And of course, you are smiling and your entire life has changed so much this summer. I cannot even imagine how busy you are. So I truly appreciate you taking some time to chat and catch up with me because
totally. And again,
I love
I'm
this
sorry that I've been
story.
the worst at being on top of everything, but I'm very happy that we found the time and I'm so excited to chat with you.
Me too. So last we let off, you and Maria were about to go to Puerto Rico. And I loved following along on social media and watching her make chocolate and just, oh gosh, the whole time, the look on her face, you could tell that you were having an absolute blast, but she just seemed so like a little kid. It was beautiful.
It was literally one of the most unique experiences of my life for so many reasons. One, it's this incredible trip with these incredible brands and like there's that component of it. And then the flip side of it is experiencing this amazing thing with Maria, who's never had these types of experiences and really got to come into her own and, you know, form her own new relationships and friendships while we were there. So it was incredible in every sense of the word and so much fun. Like we had the best time.
One time you were getting coffee and people recognized you.
Oh my God, crazy.
You are famous. It's so fabulous. You were like, wait, you know us?
Yeah, literally. They were like, this, not to be weird, but we've been following. I was like, oh my God, it happened twice actually. Once at the coffee place and then once, weird enough, we were coming back in the Uber from her husband's grave and we were walking a little bit from where the Uber dropped us off, and some girl was on a run and she was like, oh my God, I know you guys. And so it was also a really nice, very fun interaction after a bit of a heavy morning.
That must have been hard for her to be at the grave. So what a nice buffer after that to be like, oh my gosh, I'm running into you.
Yeah, totally. And just like fun, good energy, good vibes, like so much fun.
What was your favorite part about Puerto Rico? I'm sure that so many things were incredible, but do you have one special favorite memory when you look back at it?
Oh my God. I mean, I think it's so hard to answer that because there were so many incredible things we got to do. Like I loved exploring Old San Juan. I loved doing the salsa classes. We went to an incredible farm and seeing Maria in that element. I guess I have two that I would probably answer. So one was we did a baking class at the Vanderbilt Hotel with this executive chef, Nasha, incredible woman. Seeing Maria in the element that she's most comfortable in after being in all of these crazy environments. And, she was put in such an interesting position as well. Seeing her in a kitchen, doing the stuff that she loves doing and that's calming for her was so incredible to see. I loved being there with her and just experiencing that with her. And then there were a few times, like we just had a few laughs that we would be in laughing fits for 20 minutes and it was the most fun ever. So like, I think when I look back on the trip, it was filled with so much laughter, which, makes it such a happy trip in memory.
Oh my gosh, watching your videos cracked me up. I'm laughing along with you because you're like, this is the fourth time we've tried to make this and we can't because we can't stop laughing. It was just so genuine. You made us feel like we were there with you. You connected so well, even though it was on camera and we're physically not there. You made all of us feel like we were. It was awesome.
I also felt like people were on the trip. Like here we are experiencing all of these new things and I'm sharing it with people and being like, look at what's happening. And so I feel like also it was really cool to be able to do that. I know a lot of people felt invested and wanted to know what was happening and, what happened with telling Maria about Hilton and then planning the trip and then being on the trip. So it was a really cool experience and, unique to be able to actually share it in real time as things were happening. Like I remember, I think I posted the video about the Delta flight as we were taking off. Like I was like, all right, I'm just going to share everything in real time. So it was so fun to have people totally along.
Oh, was that so cool? And then when you were on Good Morning America, you two were adorable. I loved watching you watch the episode. That was cool.
I know. Well, it was such a crazy morning too, because like we didn't know the times and we didn't have cable. And I'm like pinging Good Morning America and I'm like, Maria really wants to see it, but they're, in the middle of their morning and broadcasting and all that stuff. And so we thought we missed it actually, because I was getting comments online being like, we just watched the segment. So cute. And I was like, no, we didn't get to see it together. Oh my God.
What do you mean you watched it?
I know. I'm like, it's already up. Like, how did that happen? And of course, I'm getting confused. I was like, is there a time change that I didn't realize? Like, what is going on? It's also such an interesting trip in the sense that I'm like the connection between Maria and everything else that's happening online and with the brands and all this stuff. And, she's so excited to watch it. And I, was feeling terrible and I'm bothering the Hilton staff downstairs. I'm like, can you get it on the TV somehow? Anyway, so we go upstairs to our rooms and I was like, let's just see. And I'm messaging again with just like people that are following. And I'm like, wait, are you based in New York? Like, what is it? What's the preview saying? And we finally got it. And, we're sitting and I was like, oh my God, we didn't miss it yet. And so we were able to literally watch it together. And so I was like, this is such a cool thing to share. Us watching it, like,
yeah,
couldn't have scripted that. So it was a very obviously genuine moment, but it was such a special thing to experience.
It must have been surreal. It was so cool to watch you both watch it. I loved it. It felt like we were in that room with you. And by the way, speaking of room, Maria, first time she ever stayed in a hotel.
Yeah.
That must have been really cool for her. And also for you to watch it through her eyes kind of thing. What was that like?
I mean, I think there's so much that I take for granted in our everyday life. And so I think what's been so special for me and what I've gotten a lot out of my friendship with her is it's been very grounding, right? Like I think I'm able to appreciate things a lot more and a lot deeper, and it's the little things and all this stuff. And so it was amazing, right? And Maria's such a funny person. So her in all of these situations, like they're amazing scenarios, right? And like her personality on top of it, it's so genuine and it's also so entertaining. Like I'm cracking up all the time at her constant commentary and the coffee's not hot enough and this, that, and whatever. Like she's such a funny person. But to be able to experience something that's so deeply vulnerable for someone. And there was a lot of that, right? Like there's, the stuff that I don't share online of going to her husband's grave and the anxious parts of traveling, not the glamorous parts of it. And so I think the being with her throughout it was a really special experience, seeing her get more comfortable and get more excited and start to get into the routine of like going back to the hotel room, the first few times. She was like, "Where's the key? I don't know how any of this works."
Oh my gosh, that's right, because you had a bracelet. Oh, was that funny? That was so amazingly funny. Will you explain the scenario for anybody that didn't see it? Because it was so great.
Yes. So Helden, which I think is such a great thing, instead of they gave us a room key, but they also gave us a bracelet that has like a room key, so you don't have to carry around a room key, right? The idea is that it's on you for the week. So I put the bracelet on her, and it's on her, and she's using it, and like I'm like, "Look, Maria, like you do this," and she's like, "Wow, it's so easy." I'm like, "I know, it's crazy, right? Such a good invention." And then we're coming back from the farm or something, and we're sitting in the car, and we like had such a funny day, like we were laughing all day. And I look over and I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, why is her bracelet not on her? Like, that's not supposed to be coming off. Like, when was this decision made to remove this bracelet? Yeah. And it's one of the ones that really snaps on. So I was like, it's not an easy thing to remove. Like, you're intentionally taking it off. And so I'm looking at Maria and I'm like, where's your bracelet? Like, what happened? She's like, oh, like, I just didn't know if it could get wet. So I took it off. I'm like, I can't. Like... So we're just cracking up, and it was very funny, and even just us being so delirious sharing it online was very funny.
It was the cutest. Oh my gosh, I laughed so hard at that, and just her reaction of, "What do you mean? I don't need it. I just didn't know if I could shower with it." And oh my gosh, she was just precious.
She's so precious.
It was one thing after the next of just laughter.
It felt like it.
Oh my gosh. I mean, first of all, you've been on so many national news shows.
Crazy.
And this story has just blown up. I feel like it is absolutely the heartwarming, uplifting story of the summer, completely unexpected, but so many people are invested in it and just love your friendship, and you hang out with Maria every Monday, Mondays with Maria. So what has happened since you've gotten back?
We had the in-person CBS interview, which was really crazy to have like people from CBS Mornings come into sort of like our space, and that whole experience was really cool, and just filming us being normal, which was also kind of crazy. We had the follow-up with the dentist, which is happening soon.
For anybody that didn't know, Maria's never liked her smile, and a dentist, an amazing dentist who has ties to Puerto Rico, right?
Yeah, it's the person, this woman, Jill, follows my story. And so she actually is married to this woman, Alma, who works at the dentist's office. And so it was kind of like everything else, this like butterfly effect or domino effect of just like one person kind of seeing it and sharing it with the right person, kind of just, happened from there.
And now she is getting the smile that she has always dreamed of.
Yeah, so we've had a few appointments of just getting all the fittings and making sure it's comfortable and stuff. And so our next visit will be the actual procedure, and lots of emotions around that, for many reasons, but very exciting.
You have changed her entire life, and I know she has changed yours as well, and I love everything about it. Then she has always wanted to see the Yankees, never gotten to go to a game in her life until ...
Until ... the Yankees reached out and said, "We love Maria. We want to see, happy to take her to a game," and all this stuff. So that is next week. I know. I'm so excited. It's so crazy. These brands just like truly are making it so special. They're reaching out. What custom jerseys do you want? How can they make it the most meaningful experience for Maria? So I'm so excited. And this is going to be such a fun one. She's such a sports fan, and she loves the Yankees. And I think, her parents, and there's all this history with her dad being a big fan. And so I think it's going to be a really special experience for her. And she's never been. So it's really, really cool to see someone who's 81 get to experience a lot of things for the first time.
It must be incredible. And it's so fun to watch you help her do that. Now, I know you were talking about what numbers you'd put on the jerseys. Did you decide on 27 and 81, or did you go a different way?
I went that way. It just felt right. I'm like, that is just like so us in this moment in time. We are that, and it's, you can see the difference in numbers and age and the experience, but we're having all these experiences together. So yeah.
I'm so glad you chose those. I wrote underneath, I'm like, I hope you choose this.
It felt right.
It's just so fun to follow. So Yankees are next. And then can you say what else you have brewing?
I haven't had this conversation yet, but someone reached out and basically was like talks of a travel summer or show or whatever that looks like of like me and Maria. So I have no idea if that's a thing or what that turns into and stuff, but that's sort of the next conversation I need to have.
Oh my gosh, I'm just throwing this out, but like a National Geographic or Discovery Channel or something, an actual Molly and Maria travel show?
Yeah, like I don't know the details or if that's even a thing. Like all of this stuff, like I'm navigating and trying to see, but there's been interest in making it more of a thing that people can follow and see the experience and, so who knows?
But honestly, if a network didn't jump on something like that, they'd be crazy. You could do a sitcom. The two of you are hilarious and you're so engaging with the camera. There are not a lot of people that can do what you do that are not actors. It is so natural for you. And the way that you pull Maria in, she's hilarious. You're right.
Funny.
She's so funny.
I know my favorite thing about all of this is that people are getting to know her. I'm like, yes, like she is such a riot. She's so funny. She's so sassy. She's so genuine. Like there's so much to her. People like love her. And that's, why having people write the notes to her was really special. A lot of it's through me, right? Like all of the planning and all the comments and all the whatever is me telling her, but I think the ability to have people speak directly to her and print it out that she can have it and really understand the impact that she's having just by existing and living her life the way she does has been so meaningful.
Can you explain what that was? Because I know, but I want to make sure that anybody that is listening knows.
Yeah. So basically, like when I was in Puerto Rico, we're getting, a ton of attention and all the comments and people are loving Maria. And again, I am on my phone and I get to go to bed and read the comments and feel super connected to this experience. And Maria doesn't, right? Like she doesn't have a phone. She's not online. She has no idea what's going on. So she's only knowing as much as I am giving her, right? Which is a lot. And, we'd read the comments the next morning and plenty of that. But again, it's kind of filtered through my account. And so I thought it'd be a cool idea to have people, I just created like a Google form, but to have people write notes to Maria that I would compile and just print out for her. So she could have an understanding, where are people reaching out from, right? There was some from South Africa, there's some from Australia, like all over the world. And so I think also just to be able to take something that's so online and put it into something really tangible, super intentional notes. They're not comments into the abyss, right? It's, Maria, this is why you've resonated with me. I'm so inspired by you. So the notes were so sweet. And she read them all the first night. It's like over 50 pages of notes of different people all over the world.
I love that you did that. That is so special. And I didn't even think about the fact that, yes, everything is filtered through you because she's 81. She's not doing social media. She doesn't have all of the stuff that we all have now. And so you printing it and her having it, it's tangible. She can flip back and read those anytime. And to see just the impact that both of you have made, because I've seen comments for you where people have said, you know what, I am going to take my AirPods out and pay attention to people that are around me and have conversations and stop being so obsessive with my phone that I'm missing what's right around me. That small interaction that ended up being massive, it taught us all to refocus and really pay attention to each other because everyone, as they say, has their own struggles, their own battles you don't know anything about. And just that warmth, I miss that. I grew up without cell phones. I'm dating myself badly, but I made it through college on an electric typewriter. Now, I mean, the internet came out while I was in college, but I heard too many horror stories of people doing papers and it getting lost in cyberspace and all this. And I'm like, typewriter it is. Yeah. And I didn't realize how good I had it back then. But I loved being connected to my friends and people around me and just starting conversations with random people wherever because nobody was looking at their phone. They were just kind of like, I don't know, either reading a book or just kind of hanging out. Yeah. People were more approachable. And so I love that you didn't just let it be somebody else on the subway that you just never would talk to. And it has made such a difference in your life and God knows in hers. And I cannot get enough of the story. Have you really stepped back and taken time to soak it all in? Because you became, I was going to say national, but you're getting letters from everywhere and people are seeing this from all over the world. Out of nowhere, people know Molly. Like, how's that been for you?
I'm not sure that I've had the time or really like capacity to step back and think about, like, I'm super aware, right? I read all the comments. I, respond to literally everyone that DMs me, or I try to. So I'm seeing a lot of it, but my life is so chaotic and I feel like I'm constantly running around. And so I think it's almost hard to understand that it's that large of an impact or has had that large of a reach. Like that part still doesn't feel like I'm like, oh yeah, viral TikTok. I don't know.
Right.
It's become so much more than that. But to me, I'm like, I don't know. That's what it was. Wasn't anything more. Yeah. So I don't know. It's something that I think as it starts to calm down a little bit, and it really was one thing after the other, right? Like it's like I met her, I posted, the brands reached out, then I had to tell her, then I had to plan a trip, then we had to go on the trip, then the trip was one thing after another, then we come back from the trip. And mind you, we got back a month ago, right? A lot has happened since then as well. So yeah, I think as it's starting to get out of the peak craziness, I'm really able to calm down, reflect a little bit more. I've been writing a lot about just the experience, which has been really fulfilling and nice, and I think helped me process a lot of what's gone on. But even that, I've spent a lot of time writing about between me and Maria, not so much thinking about what this has done externally. So It's interesting. It's definitely interesting, but it's really cool. And it's an incredible thing to be able to inspire people in some way, or it's a very unique thing that I really have never experienced.
I can't wait to read this book because someday that's going to be turned into a book. And oh my gosh, is that going to be a bestseller?
I would love to write a book, honestly. I think it's it's cool. So we'll see how it all plays out and what happens. But it's been such a special experience, and to be able to and it's so interesting too, because I documented so much of it in real time. And so to be out of it and to be able to really watch it and, see what the experience was like too, it brings me back all of the emotions that I got to experience. So it's very cool.
I love that you get to do that. I absolutely love it. And I've said several times on your social media that if M&M's does not pick this up as a sponsor for you, they're absolutely wrong.
Might have to reach out.
Seriously. I mean, that is such a no-brainer. I think Hershey's owns M&M's. Hello, M&M's.
Just by the way.
I mean, Molly and Maria, M&M. Come on now. This is the easiest no-brainer of an endorsement ever. They need to endorse your next trip. And I'm telling you, you need to do something like a cruise with Molly and Maria. I would 1,000% sign up. And all these other people I was reading said the same kind of thing. Maybe we could all go on a cruise to the Bahamas or something, and we can hang out with you. Is there a chance something like that could happen?
Oh my God, for sure. Yeah, that'd be so fun.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Is there anything else that's in the works as far as companies and stuff that you could maybe share?
It's definitely taken a, I think a lot of people were really excited about the trip. And, we just went to the Spa Weekend movie premiere, which was really cool in the city.
Oh, wait, tell me about that, because I did see it. How did you get invited to this movie premiere, and did Maria have a blast? Tell me about that.
Yeah, no, it was very cool. I was reached out to by someone at Black Bear, who I think was the production of the movie. And they were like, we'd love to invite you and Maria to this premiere, which is so cool. So, again, Maria and I are very much just kind of saying yes to the things we're able to.
Yeah.
And so we went, and it was so cool. And it's all of these sponsors, and, there was bra fitting, and there was all this food, and it was really fun. And, the celebrities from the movie were there. And then we had a private screening of this new movie that hasn't come out yet called Spa Weekend. And it was so funny. It's such a feel-good movie. It's about friendship. It's about craziness.
You can relate.
Yes, literally. And they're giving us robes and all this stuff. It was such a cool experience. Yeah, so we had a great time. It's such a good movie. So a lot of fun. So that was the excitement of last week. This week will be the Yankees, and who knows? So we'll see. Maybe something with M&M's.
I'm telling you that they're missing out on an opportunity if they do not do that. So the foreseeable future, as far as whatever might happen with the TV show, are they saying we're going to circle back?
I'm chatting with them, I think, next week, actually. And so I don't even know what the thought is or what they want to potentially do. But, there was a lot of excitement and interest from their end. So we'll see.
Girl, you need a personal assistant at this point. Aren't you afraid you're going to miss an email or?
No, I'm so neurotic. I check everything all the time. I'm so worried I'm going to miss something. So I'm constantly just
I'm in the junk mail. I'm making sure nothing got filtered out. And
yeah.
I mean, you must be that way.
Yes.
And you also have a full-time job.
Yes. Sure do.
Good Lord.
So it's just been crazy, right? It's been a very eventful time, but it's been so fun. I have the energy. I have the, excitement for it. I feel like it's made my life so fulfilling on top of everything else. So it's been such a cool experience in so many ways.
What does your family think about it all?
They're having the best time, they're following along, and I'm sending them all the videos, and my grandparents are watching stuff. Everyone's pretty personally involved or invested. Maria knows my grandparents and has talked on the phone, and she knows my parents.
Oh, they have? Oh, I love that.
I'm like on the side quest, and I'm just keeping them informed. So it's been so nice, and it's nice that they are kind of developing their own relationship and opinions and whatnot. So it's been so sweet. My family's the best, like so supportive, so fun. They're so excited about everything going on. So it's been great.
Girl, you're such sunshine. You truly are just sunshine. This could not have happened to a better person. I am so stoked for you and your future and what is going to come your way, because you have put that out there and it's coming back. And I just love that for you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. And it's, again, like it's such a cool thing to be able to share this very unique thing that I'm experiencing with so many people, and the fact that it means a lot to people for so many different reasons, whether it's they lost a child or they miss their grandparents, or, they feel isolated, or they just want to go on a trip, right? And they get to see all these cool things. But it's incredible to be able to share it and know that it's doing something for someone,
Yeah, it really is. What's great about it, like you just said, really, is that it's doing something for someone, but it also is uplifting so many other people because it's so unexpected and so beautiful. It's the way it should be. Reaching out to people, and I feel like that's what we're here for, is to help each other through and make a difference. And you're doing all of that. And it's so exciting. I love this for you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being interested and hearing all of the craziness going on. And it's amazing to be able to share it, truly.
And I'm so grateful because you are the busiest person who does not have a personal assistant but needs one. And I truly cannot thank you enough for just catching me up a little bit. And I can't wait to see what's down the pike. And I will absolutely be the first person to sign up for a cruise or whatever you guys end up doing.
I will keep you posted for sure.
This has been so fun.
So fun.
I just want to give her a huge hug. She is such a spectacular person. Just like I said to her, I love that all these great things are happening and even more down the pike, because they go on a cruise. I'm telling you, I'm there. Absolutely. And I think thousands and thousands of other people would sign up and be part of it as well, because the joy that the two of them radiate is just like nothing I've seen in a really long time. And I love it. The unlikely friendship has led to one opportunity after the next, and they're still coming. We will definitely keep in touch with Molly, and it's just a joy to see her smiling face, and couldn't be more grateful that she took time out of her insane schedule to tell me all about Maria and how life has been for them. Thank you for spending some time with me today as well. If you know somebody who is making the world a better place, this is the place for them. This is it. This is it. Go to my website, ErinO'Malley'sFrequency.com. Tell me all about them, and I will get right back to you. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Enjoy the week, and thank you for being here. Bye.